What's up, guys? We're supposed to work. As we get ready, the off season has been for NFL and college football is always the longest of all time. But for the NFL, don't fear, we had the greatest gay days of NFL. Well, NFL. What's going on in NFL? Well, there's some off season news. So there's been a lot of trades going on, a lot of signings. I will go over that. I need to do a separate video. That's a separate video. I will get to it. Wait, I think it's hopefully that when I can get a chance, the recording. But today, well, the best part of the draft. Well, 1 month away from the draft, and this time of year, I usually would do a mock draft. Okay, I will do a mock draft. My first mock draft should come out in a couple weeks or so. I usually wait after the mock. I don't usually my mock. I don't do my mock drafts until after the scouting combine, just because I want to see how the players are doing. Also influences my decision, but it's also to see where how. I like to watch combine a bit because that's what this video is about. Actually, this video is about the NFL Combine 2026. It was in Indianapolis, Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana, from I think 22nd to March 4th. And it's been like that every year. Why I like the Combine? Because it gives me the performance of the athlete, how they do, and then I look at the teams. Also, I wait usually after the Combine, usually because teams at that time. I also usually wait mid-March, usually after combine, and usually mid-March wait for teams to a lot of teams will make some adjustments into cuts, so I know what teams are gonna do, and then I don't make my preview prediction videos, which I did have done for NFL teams, until June, 1st of June. I usually wait, usually June, probably because that's when I usually wait until they come out. They don't get released when they come out. I do start college football though. Well, on Memorial Day weekend, I'm going to start a little bit early just because I don't get lots to get to. But usually on Memorial Day weekend, I usually do it stuff. So that's that. But anyway, combine is the best. Why I like combine? It's a great way for athletes to get the talent, but also for teams to look at what they do. Okay, so when we look at combine, what I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna be a little different because I started this. We're gonna look at all positions, and you can see here there's a grade. They'll give you. We'll also look at. We'll look at Nest Stats Gens by AWS, and we also look at regular grades that the combine will give you. So look at this, over 100, all the way up to, I guess, this guy here. We'll get to all those players. Okay, we'll take a grades. All right. Then we'll look at the next 10 gen. Okay, I'm going to show you when we look at it. Then we're going to look at top performers. So look at dash. Go look at three things. Go look at events. Add the events of dash, 4-yard dash, the sprint, split time, the vertical jump, broad, 3-cone, the shuttle, and the bench. Then we look at what live adjust, which is I guess nothing there. Now what we're gonna do, and then we could go with this. We could go by college. Let's say I want to go by Michigan, for example, right? 4-yard dash. I look at Michigan who competed in the 4-yard dash. Okay, we did this. Top performers, and then I could go, and we'll look at and we'll compare for previous events too. So we'll compare last year's to this year. Obviously, we will every year is different. So. Alright, we'll start with the opposition. These are the grades that are given at the combine. You can find this at NFL.com. This is combine. Alvin Reese, edge of Ohio State, 7.04. The best players coming in the draft right now are right here. So Alvin Reese, edge of Ohio State. Connor Tate, the wide receiver out of Ohio State. Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback out of Indiana. Sorry, I need to do that. Okay. Cute. I don't know why this. Jimmy Love, the running back for Notre Dame. Mikey Lemon, the wide receiver USC. So again, 7.0, 6.8, 6.78, 6.783, 6.71, 6.70, 6.70. So you can see here all the grades are down. These are the grades that they're giving you I'm not going individual because it's a lot to go, but you can see here each individual all the way down. Now look at mostly the focus is next gen. Are the good elite or not? So look at elite players. Love, style. So these players, these are the best players right here. Elite players. Let's take a look. Jimmy Love, one of the best running backs in the country last year, along with Jordan Marshall and part of it was Justin Haynes, but Jimmy Love last year, great running back. Whoever drafts him is going to have a really good running back. Is Jimmy Love. Sony Style, really good linebacker out of Ohio State. He's really good there. The tight end in Kansas Sadiq, really good job at Oregon. Oregon doesn't get credit enough, but I like what Dan Lane's done, and Sadiq plays really well there. Spencer Fano from Utah, really good offensive tackle. And they got, of course, Fernando Mendes winning the next episode game. The quarterback from Indiana, Bryce Lane, the wide receiver from North Dakota State, getting 86. That's any good players here. Elite Stowers, not a good player. Daniel from Vanderbilt, Tyson, the wide receiver, I'm going to say, Lemon, and then Reese. Caleb Downs, really good player there. Anthony Hill, the linebacker from Texas, really good player there. There's a player, these are all good players. And I know we could go, look, all these, Mark Cooper Jr., wide receiver from Bud Clark. These are all really good players. Jacob Rodriguez, let me tell you a little something about him. He's a really good player. If you saw his career at Texas Tech, go watch Jacob Rodriguez highlights. He's amazing. I probably cannot show you because of YouTube. Now, people ask, what's the player that's going to surprise people? Maybe snoozing, that people look, well, snooze, or like, nothing, maybe sleep on. Well, there's only one answer. You go all the way to the really bad ones, because why? Well, because you know this is not a great player, but these players, I'm going to tell you, look, these are below average. Where you look at here, McCulley, okay, receiver, Whittington is a good job, okay. Well, the best players that people don't really talk about, okay, because they're so average, they're so below thing, is here. It's actually average. I'm going to show you. Because I was watching, I'm like, this kid's insane. Whoever, Roman Hebe, why? He's a great running back. I get his career, was great running back. He's one of the players watched out for. I've got Martin Klein and tight end from Michigan. TJ Hall, the corner from Iowa, one of the best defenses in the country. Lorenzo Styles, I know overshadowed by Stony Styles, and the other players there. Who else? Pat Guggen, a really good center. Max Bradison, I know he got injured. That affected him as well. Kevin Coleman from Missouri, the wide receiver, really good receiver. Who against him? Even Marshawn Benning, he's really good defensive tackle. Nowaski from Indiana. Anyway, but these are... Wow. So I think I clicked something else. No, I didn't. So anyways, did I show you guys? Hold on. Anyway, so there you go. There's a combine. I think I showed you guys the combine stuff. So, did I not show you? Did I not show you combine? Oh my god. Hold on. Let me go back for a second. Because I want to show you what I'm looking at. Okay. Let me see if I see that quickly. Okay. Anyway, so these are the. The 40. Now we look at events. Okay. And then I'm gonna quickly, like I said, these are the lead players. I'm gonna quickly show this to you guys. But you can look up this stuff your own. You want to, but let's look at top performance. All right, tell you that. Xavier Worthy, 4.21 seconds in 2024, right? He was the guy in 2024. And then look at the best players, right? 2026, let's see here. 2026, Brent Thomas, 4.26. That's 4 seconds slower than Xavier Worthy when he went in 2024. Okay? Same time as DJ Turner from Michigan. Okay. We're going to go 2026. So, Brent Thomas, 26 in the London test. Let's see. Who else had a good one? A good time? I think this is the fastest time. Okay, that's for your dash. Split time, Antalya sprint. Caldwell, 1.48. That's pretty fast. Alright. For a receiver from Cincinnati, and he's a really good receiver. Look at Muhammad, 1.5 seconds. Okay. Vertical jump, how high these guys are jumping. Wow. That was high, okay. Pretty decent height, okay. Pretty decent bar jump as well. That's pretty fast for Jeremiah Bernard. Shuttle, okay. Anthony lands to King. Okay, that's pretty good. That's insane to do that in 4 seconds, give or take. 30 reps, 37 reps. Who the least amount? Okay, so anyways, there you have it. So those are your NFL Combine stats and everything. You can look up this up. But NFL Combine is done. We're okay for the draft. Jeff is well looking at mock draft should be coming out in the next few weeks. Be on the lookout for mock draft. I usually do I do 2 versions. When I do come to mock drafts, I do round 1 only. In 1.0. Then I do mock draft 2.0, which is all 7 rounds. I only do 2. I may do 3, actually. So what instead I'm going to do, I do 1, which is the first round. 2.0 is the first 2. And then round 3.0 will be like all 7. I may do that. Okay? I just haven't gotten to that yet. So I will. And we'll go there, okay? If you like and subscribe, hit the notification button. I am Sports Like One signing out. See you next video. Peace.